So, order for person who akwa babium e de bad the seat show so na to television. Me guess lawyer mu waji edwa a ye babe na me ka video bi asem order for a short video kakra bi na mesre se obeye krado na watie obepe aso na watie wahwe na wankasa waye your friend say analysis say beya lawyer ebeya analysis wo ho na nkomo ebidi a one na nya adwen a wo so betumi akire wadwen nye atenidi na ye yi saade we e de akire mu say beya mo behu ne ekoso e wo sumase e wo oman Ghana mu yen konkohwe sa video ni mbra
He's angry? Yeah, they are angry. Oh, well, I'm coming. I'll go with you to them. So you just sit here. Then you talk to him. You let him. And the president, you ask questions. And the president really help you. You know how much you are to the political party. You can speak generally. You've done this before. So, can you push a little bit? Sit here. Okay. You will be here. Where should I sit? And switch off that light for me. Wait, will we make meeting here? Yeah, you will make one here. Then you and him and Ahmed will come here. This one will be short. But this way you give money. Money is here? Money is there. Same thing for you. صلاح انتظر انتظر then let's see رحمه الله yeah انتظر يا أخي انتظر شو جنبت لك He's angry? Yeah, they are angry. Oh, well, I'm coming. I'll go with you to them. So you just sit here. Then you talk to him. You let him. And the president, you ask questions. And the president really help you. You know how much you are to the political party. You can speak generally. You've done this before. So, can you push a little bit? Sit here. Okay. He will be here. Where should Ahmed sit? And switch off that light for me. Wait, will we make meeting here? Yeah, you will make one here. Then you and him and Ahmed will come here. This one will be short. But this way you give money. Money is here? Money is there. You will be saying things for you. صلاح انتظر انتظر then let's see رحمه الله yeah انتظر يا أخي انتظر شو جنبت لك He's angry? Yeah, they are angry. Oh, well, I'm coming. I'll go with you to them. So you just sit here. Then you talk to him. You let him. And the president, you ask questions. And the president really help you. You know how much you are to the political party. You can speak generally. You've done this before. So, can you push a little bit? Sit here. Okay. He will be here. Where should Ahmed sit? And switch off that light for me. Wait, will we make meeting here? Yeah, you will make one here. Then you and him and Ahmed will come here. This one will be short. But this way you give money.
Yo, Adeshima, say video ya mo share some few minutes video yi ye de kire mo se be ya mo be hu se because propaganda bi enam mframam say judge no ne bu na afu anase ne nkrofo nti na passes our judgment no but unko law school kra na enyema ni bebre ho no ma sebe tafrache sebe enyado broni frɛ bibi common sense wankasa wo de wadwene fa ho a oso betumi eboa asem no na o share video no sani amene wo nyina ye hwe sisi ya there were 3 people broni bi shake bi a ye kire no ye like ye coach no omo ye rehearsals ti ye kwakọ seti obi app no ye kwakọ entrapo obi enye obi akeke president enti shake no ye kire no okwan ye anas ba wo video na there is abrantie ye ananse owu ye ayefe no Ahmed Swale owo video num ona na ohye efita na na ote no ena ye obra so ehye tuntumi ya na odi gina nchen ena shake no eno so ote empa no so ye kire no se wuhia president na ye say anase can say because o se den otini ya o se political fight enti political fight oni hwan na enya sa political fight oni hwan na ebekun sa political ntokwa no orofo sa semwe nsem hihya se asiema it will come up Ahmed Swale ya owo video imi ne mo kase waye nyame dia o shake no well only God can tell na say ena memegidi say nyama say ena ma judge ni gina so ka say trimupo a anas owo a ode yes a investigation enye se betafrache wode eboa woman no na emom for his selfish and personal interest. Internet judge ne ka say Anas is engaging in investigative terrorism. And then maybe sa judge ye ka so be a terrorist. Ase chese only hwan. Eye broni ka say eye teaser. Ye ko ye nim no more videos wo hodo ma ye beyi e de akire mu. Na mo hu say honorable Kennedy Agyapong no se be okasa anye se okasa keke wo owo nyina so enuti na court no ehwe ensem no mu no omo so omo pass judgment omo throw eye Anas ni defamatory suit no den etwene ye lawyer.
Yes sir.
We there enka enyema ebedi wo nkomo enenu but wahwe kakra bi mama narration den na wo kan fa wo kan fa sa yi hu osre mensre
etia mesre ne say
yeah
we no so ka so kan brofu mo beka say papastros na papastros no che say ridiculous esre because all her video no say ye prepare the actors no na me fa ne crancy ambeswale yen ka busua for ya
yeah
or no or prepare no Anas kochi wo mo and the fake shake so eti ho or also be ni role be playing na no you prepare almo for the grand scheme amasa plot no na the hu ye no say or you sue word be say a political fight yes a political fight the omo ye nyina no e involve politics politics afi wa hunu wa nti a judge ne kan say in all honesty no the Anas no bia no na it has got nothing to do with journalism.
Yes.
Judge ne cancer.
Yes.
Or see the Anas bia has got nothing to do with journalism.
I know verdict no
61 page 61. Okay. It has got nothing to do with journalism because Anas na free na no ba no ye nyina hu video mu say or say ade ya ye no a political fight. Na bibi be political fight there. Na say two parties be and na one fighting for what? They are fighting for political power. Okay? They are fighting for political power. And it's sad when the sequel, the way in the sequel no any KOA 4.
Okay.
Yeah, na almost plan say ombe entrable. Entrapo and ombe sum Africa Cote d'Ivoire Prime Minister ibe sum fidie na fe no omo sign Adifin abeka Nana Dankwa Akufo-addo, MPP president, the president of the Republic of Ghana, the head of state and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. The fee abeka amananimo nyam and the Ghana for bra womwa bre akosan lie 7 December. Atwa ba say papa yi ne person wo di yeso not the any pa eba omaimo. Political fight against who? Against the entire country.
That's a good question. Against who?
Against who? Against the entire country. And if Ivory Coast, the Cote d'Ivoire Prime Minister count they are, next against Ghana, against Ivory Coast, and then in the sub-region.
And then eventually the whole of Africa.
In the sub-region. Political fight, you call it? Judge in the first side will say, no. A Juma anas ne yen. Say before Becca Kwan or say the modus operandi, a choir of Fasuyen Juma, and we just saw it in the video. A choir of Fasuyen Juma, we just saw it in the video. Entrapment or prepare woman was almost as a couple born now rehearsal. We rehearsal or back away or Babinka say Montano, Munyan say, preparing their minds. Now in all no crowd catch a shake. That shake is not even a black person. Will be of freedom a fake shape so I may play a role as a shake. Now obia on your shake fake that is on your genuine. Obia on your jealous or your counterfeit. Now it's a counterfeit so there oh yeah chiwa ya fa hon chow. And say if a Ghanaian a true journalist what you call high obi say on misrepresentation to misrepresent say or your shake emra on your shake say or your high buffalo emra on your high buffalo to entrap the president. Yes, indeed. In fact, it was a political fight.
And lawyer, will somebody be right to say, politicians been a shene chi say omun konko sete omampeni up nemfengu abayan anymore.
That we can say. And the judge
but so Obikasa is the person right?
Now listen, the judge in Busa questions. Question a judge in Busa and say, if you look at Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, one, or a lawyer, two, or say a journalist. And as our two professions, we say, a Juma Mienu way or Ghana, hadn't we seen in Ano? Say Jumano and produce dollars. To shake it a hoon, how the fake shake, you know, or the cross here and one was say, so Amoh bad Dubai bags, bottle of dollars. Yeah, almost free. Ghana eba Dubai or no crowd a yen and and the judge in Busa say sir a lawyer and a journalist a do one say and produce and more dollars a year na say sika do omunyan wo hen. The question is na Anas Aremeyaw Anas was being sponsored internally, a question, or externally, we are yet to find out.
Okay,
that is if he's brought before the law. Yeah, Judge Nika say he's a criminal. And a criminal is walking on the street of this country. And so a criminal, that's a judgment, so be a criminal there. Now, me fool say we were as Nanka, the BNI, and now say the Secret Service, and now say the CID, and now say National Security Crowd, pick to do further investigations. Now you find out maybe the source of wealth. And why so Unya says Sikano? And why say he's saying that this was a political fight? They say it's a political fight. They say involving the president of Ghana there. To me, they say you want to cause an insurrection. So to a political fight. There is no fight in this country. Politically, Ghana is stable. And to be a person or wage political fight to be on the presidency, it's dangerous. Now, only. I say, but we do a hearing in some course. So if you call page 61 judge you see in all honesty, or see in all honesty, the plot by the plaintiff and his group in exhibit KOA4. Yeah, I had a sequel to what we just saw. And now a prepare master exhibit KA4 a buyer has nothing to do with journalism. It was a scheme.
A scheme.
A scheme. There can't be a scheme one. A well plan, planning that you saw the planning stages. You saw the planning stages in the video we just watched. Video was all planning. You play this role, you add this question. Indeed, for the because a political fight. Okay, a political fight. Amanyosem and Tokwa, Amanyosem and Tokwa, a nibre asem. But the question is, it's against who? Political fight. And a fight, so dear, one person cannot sit back and say, I'm fighting. I involve two. And it was Anas Aremeyaw and his group and the politics of the state and the power of the state. And the judge say, you see, it was a scheme for grabbing power. It was a scheme for grabbing power.
And also,
page 61.
Okay.
It was a scheme of grabbing power. And until one kind was a political fight. What I said?
Because lawyer, no, amanyo semna ye no onka ho. Onya dia wo begina say obi nto ne so aba. It is a political fighter.
Yes.
What exactly do you mean?
Or say amanyo sem political fight batwi mu a amanyo sem.
Amanyo sem ntokwa na ye ko a. Nti oni kwa na enya sa amanyo sem apre no.
Meanwhile, you need any party called Aremeyaw party. But we have MPP, we have NDC, we have GUM, you have Aproku, you have so many other parties are all Ghana almost fighting for what? For power. For power. And so because I did I am on your semwa, and I can say they're not all ye biano, then journalism. It has got nothing to do with the judge was right.
This video has revealed in some judge, pass and I just say
the judge was right.
Yes, and some person share announcing any team response or media to you. But before you be response, no, say better fracture. Who share video now? Lawyer, because a bedroom baby no ubon say abrante betumi aka kire Ghana fo nyina say yenda and we will sleep.
Yes. Now udetie
meba say oka say yenda so a say better fracture ye soldier fo ne ye police fo nyina aye den ebeda bi. One day ye be so den na abrante eye omampani wo Ghana. Through whatever means. There will be an interview. It is okay say political fighter Ghana for muma ye nwini hu ye. Lawyer. Yes. Mitio.
You see, a pot of beer, IGP Crampo interview, not Otimubia. It's a power or Welch or Kuta power. But look at where he got the power from. Judge say it was a scheme for grabbing power by the back door and satisfying plaintiffs. That is Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Insatiable taste for power.
Wow.
Insatiable taste for power. Or say I say obi a condemno na na bre na bible say obubom se jata na ope aduane adi enti political fight judge say ofa ekwan achi on the all through party politics but ofa approach na what the political power because the kwan ni taste a common for power no anumpo etumi nka.
Okay.
What you say? And now, apart from the insatiable taste for power, or some publicity.
Say nipa be hunu.
People will say, hey, and now so yeah, why you say yo, the tiger eye, yo, hey, we don't know we are more. What can investigate? Oh, hey, judge said yo, Jim. I feel oh, you see, your friend say immigration for customs. Obi an watch no. Oh, near call your friend say galam say no remu. And now or gravel power, then publicity and fame. Fame and awards and rewards. Onya award no say nya reward, but the reward no in law and as a reward na kasa no compensation in reward say reward will be for good work done. Now reward no I don't know say enkofo ye dwuma on the reward no and na say so o twa video no na all the bachelor say masa what ade we want to sika. Is that also counted as a reward?
So waje awards be brave. Say bia enyumakuo ehun say na adwuma wo ye no e ade o de boa enwiase na se Ghana mpuntu nti ye ma no e bona abaso e wo sa adwuma na wo ye no.
Eno ya award. Ya ma certificate, ya ma award, ya ma but reward. I'm rewarding you, Master Jifo.
So why good
work done. You have been rewarded. And to Oji award no Oji reward. Oji award no Oji reward. Wow. Insatiable taste for power. And no backdoor. The video here can say, oh Papa, this is a political fighter. This is the reason for that political fight. Okay. And the money or say, since the president is an embodiment of the soul of the nation, Ghana, the soul of the nation, any unwarranted plot to be a hun here, out of nothing.
Okay.
Out of nothing, be him. O plan be we had the Nina Sobia, now to take president. You have to enter into Jubilee House. Now you set up the president. You see, you set up the president. Massa, for what? We don't know. the political fight or one can and a video we actually say the trimu pony need the ordinary honey. We don't know. Also, I said to entrap him to destroy his reputation. Whose reputation? The president of the Republic of Ghana. Need reputation. The name Nyam. Yeah, or no, ko Germany, or ko US, or United Nations. What I say, or challenge French president, or Kanyama to bring down his reputation, okay, and undermine his authority is reproachable. Because the yeah, never say anything. It was Ghana for a day. A chin and him. Oh, Nana said, Ofu say, honorable Kumpreku suit ya memoir. And a judge answer this well-written document, well-written judgment. Ya kasa judgment, ya di assembly nyina wie no. Ya case na do ni finality no. Na judge ni decision no is the judgment. Ya odi ababonti ya all reverse akompreku and defame no because some of kan nyina no na ya fair comment and he was justified because he was able to prove with evidence. And no, what I say? Nanka oto akoso ayesanti ke besi na de nanka enim de asie. Because obi was political fight, the political fights you don't fight it in piecemeal. Say me call my ba. Until then kebe in continuum. Obe toswa akoswa until say obe bring the temple, the presidential temple down and destroy the fame, the reputation of the president and the country and the party and even the citizens of Ghana. Now in say Ghana. You best stand on the international pedestal. Like I say, Ghana is the blaster of hope. Ghana is a producer cocoa. Ghana sometimes your friend is saying Gold Coast. Ghana Krana is the nearest country to the center of the earth. Among for Mumra, number visit the center of the earth. Mumma castle Sewaha, Mumma near my Ghana Hano. After blaster for crack of boys who bunja this country. I'm President Crown or your papa. Not the brand of Ghana, the image of Ghana, the reputation of Ghana, the stance of Ghana. One person and his team. In exchange for political power. Power, reward and awards. And the judge, oh, now we be destroy ye na aka I say, sad dear way, no say Ghana for you now, sorry. Now, omonya yi na all colonial no. Or say the attack of the defendant, yeah, on plaintiff, on that grounds, which I say, ewa niemana of fast wa odiyi anas Aremeyaw anas no, o ma Ghana for who ni suni ne bansi ne city ne niema all year of faso, edidi femu Ghana for Ghana niya abofra wa rank it through, wa pass it through the ranks wa do wa ko FIFA, no di Ghana edi akosro no, wa pull ne down, or say. That on that grounds no deserve commendation, not condemnation. And to say, you say a bo honorable Akompreko na baso for what he has done. His boldness, his spirit of patriotism. Say, I could draw a war. Any draw done in my Ghana. Anyhow, or sorry, I said, no, I have all this evidence to prove and show and demonstrate. Said akwayi ye no and yet. And you crowd the big good Ghana hufi or sorry one person to fight. And no crampon and the assembly no call court. And as I Aremeyaw and the Kukra assembly call court, the Nyame and no producing evidence. No producing evidence and to one edra. Apa am you Ghana for you hundi. Judge no say. Judgment no say. I won't even mention the judge. The judgment no say. And what's a Ghana for you nampu ebo honorable Akompreko. Na baso ka se papa why ya de mo akwapa no kwafo wadi kakra mu no kre o ma Ghana fo hu no kra ewom enunti e wose ye bo na baso enti mo bia sorry nka se ena waje ni ye ena wa say okọ to them wakoye say wakoye say no ne waye no the judgment no wakamu no kre pa am ye hu se do ebibia aye pepepe na obi nu atie ade ba ko a me pese amanfo hu no se the decision I find the judgment. And sana judge be twerɛ no. Na judge no wadwe no pa because judge ni nim say so what tie asɛm no na wanfa emra anto ho a na wanfa the right judgment ama. Enipa no a asɛne bebu atia no has the right to appeal. Okay. I also appeal. Na yeko fefe in the judgment ni mu e di fin ebeka no. Yeah. And this is a judge or your judge was court of appeal and or bar down besity additional high court. into a judge and adwiri mu abobeo na wo hwɛ kwan a wo de judgment ni ba ya na me teacher opoko agyeman o kyerɛ me evidence adansidie e wo court evidence no kyerɛ me wa bem papa o hwɛ judgment on say obi all law school bi should go and take and grab this judgment and read it so o pese o te defamation enipa ho efingu ase a kofa sa judgment yi ne read obeti defamation ase either through atemdidie slander and through say libel ya twerɛ ebe kyerɛ kwan ya ye faso edi defamation echo court eniema court ehwɛ ansa na court comes into conclusion na the defenses are over ni nyina papa took his time and or the litany of cases like I say litany of cases are numerous cases are who do be and some na wa esia Supreme Court can wasem Court of Appeal can wasem ya esi free tete be nyina no in foreign cases or the nyina be kyerɛkyerɛ kwan ye faso edi judge offense defamation and the student of law bia no onkope sa case no na onkan na wonim say judgment so o deliver judgment in na it becomes the decision of the court. It is all person appeal here. That time that man fire appeal, they start counting when a judgment you deliver. And the judge, he did a good job. Me as a lawyer, me read the case. We read the case over 4 times because I am there. Because me cry a chrema there. And one who say, and some panic can who say or kasaye or ye emotions a free. So who read the judgment? It was well written. Before the trial, a muda how fine. Ukanya otiasie enti okan no kwachi o say look I have concluded or say and some ni nyina akiri to fine say based on the exhibit KAO1 KAO3 KAO4 the plaintiff which is Anas Aremeyaw engaged in a crime of bribe taking and bribe giving on say o say wo hwe yi na so wo hwe evidence no by the ekoso ni the ekoso yi na o tunu say na Anas o jejeje Adamudie Pescama me, they say, no, do man crofo, no, man crofo. And also a person, who commits a crime. I had a man here who commits a crime is a criminal. Simplicity. Obia ojeje bribe. Na oma bribe. Na o influencing crofo, mo ye ni ema ni kwansa wo mo ye. Na case kura wo international dimension na wo say court na judge quiz etiso otimi ye ma case ni ye basa dia na oje bribe dia according to the judge that person is a criminal simpleton until ha na kasa na say we judgment we aka dia na say secret service for when CID for when AG when what a BNI for ewe hen why are they not investigating this? Yeah. Because judgment say the person is a criminal. Yeah. Now, how can we have a criminal walking on the street of this country? Okay. What I say, and see every word uttered on a different case, blah, blah, blah. And to say bribe taking is dishonesty. Okay. Obia or j bribe a dishonesty, a fraudulent. Almost ever or see and so see honorable compare and not judge in the used to describe the activity. Yeah, Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Why you know? What else? Or say a fraudulent, cheating, extortionist, thieving, korobo, blackmailing. Say ochi obi akifom, ochi obi akifodi a fee evidence as having taken and given bribe could not have actually be defamed by those words. Wonderful. Enti obi awaje bribe, obi a watch bribe video onoba compare Japan I produce videos to the court because also justified once I'm justified you have to prove your justification by showing evidence so the proof is by showing evidence or the evidence actually court am court atie ahwene nya no hu say sa no man ya okan nyina e no kre no was it then there is no way this particular suit ebetimi agina into a fire na okay. What you said, the law is beautiful. All right. And the law also the society in your order and peace and security. Okay. Also, it has taken one person, the whole population of 33 million, na obi ni group e di fear o really ade na o say or the fear ato Ghana for so wodi ehu ato Ghana for so can you imagine let us create this scenario where Goliath ebe gira ho na all tietemu na Israel for even including Saul omo nyina quack in panic quack in terror na omu suro ne hu achi wo na awose agu wo so no mu hu ne omu nye na omu ka se rodi Nyankopon we ede be ne enye o ede be ne enye. David came from nowhere. There's a movie called Along Came the Spider. Along came the spider.
Along came the spider.
David came from nowhere, from the forest, from the bush, fighting animals. David be yi hunu firi ho ama Israel fo nya ahotoso ma nijia amapa eba omu ama mutimi sum omu Nyankopon ye. Papa we hunu come to the judgment or the fear abagana for so. It took a bold man. It took an yi medi. Ya onam ho. Onu a wontimi practice law. And onam ho sa na question we say busa say obeden na yire ni ma edidi. Na busa for edidi. Apam wonu mu nyina immigration for ebi no awu. Papa no o doni man o tiete. And ono so you obi ada bia or fight. He's an anti friend saying corruption crusader. Okay. Campaigner. Ya bibia e cost the pro any can oti ya na so I smell money. Or smell corruption, corruption, let me fight against it. Let me make sure that the right thing is done by the people of Ghana. Or sorry, also starting an investigation to unearth the truth. And I no cry adedi yo. And I no cry adedi. And to say no ma you know. And the Beyonce last year can have said, or see on the Nigeria no, and then Nigeria when your man who. But Nigeria when your man Ghana because I want to say at the end of a political fight or directing towards the Prime Minister of Africa and or directing towards the Jubilee House. Okay. Ghana for your president, political fight. Okay. So now akufo-addo for the party, akufo-addo for the nation. No, one person has standing up to stop this political fight. And it's also said BBI and Yana Pasi reading in reaction now. You be reading here why. Okay. Why say exactly uncle ya appeal exactly of the judgment. So
now what you adwada atwa mu no ye ma ahwefo ate asese ye be hwe nsem na ne announce ne mpanifo de atudwa no. I don't know if you have the okay. So yes. On the 15th of March.
Yes sir.
Say some few days after judge ne the verdict ne buy no na there's on bomb home modern papa on my address ne on telephone number ne on email nyina ewa ha na omo the press release be by na against Kennedy Agyapong MP. The entire judgment was read in open court. San ono statement which is true
because the root of the also your rules of court CI 47 I also did the pay fame.
Okay, nti ono ka say
right.
No correct. Asem no dia open train. And no put there is an open secret nti enye asem e
taking judicial notice.
Yes. Or say the number 2, or say the court established that Mr. Agyapong indeed defamed Anas. Asem mo can say the court established that indeed Honorable Kennedy Agyapong defaming Anas, but in a bizarre twist, no. But in a bizarre twist, concluded that the so-called documentary, Who Watches the Watchman, was an absolute justification, thereby absolving Mr. Agyapong of any liability. Okay. The point number 1, say. Court no establish say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong indeed we gu ono Anas no fi no kre per the judgment no no kre say friend say judge no Anas verdict no can say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong we gu Anas no fi ana
there be
any judgment no nti Anas in court for their share
there be on say Daniel can ha say say ka bo aboa na sa aboa no hwe fom na aboa no sorry a I can't for because they say Darteh achi aboa no. Do say aboa no okoka ha no akoka ha. Sa Darteh no. Atastase. Sa Darteh no. Ebichi. Let me digress a little. Ebichi John Dramani Mahama. 2016. atasitasi echi no what you say also you never court you be say echi no 2020 elections another sucker punch atasitasi echi out with a statement saying say judges no fi enti atasitasi no and the reaction when you are given a blow e wo court na say won ti nyama bi ase a instead say ka no also be call for review no one call for review the court of appeal the court high court a decision ba na won ti ase a you don't come out with such statement as a lawyer. I believe he's a lawyer. I want to say you don't come out with such a statement, but rather no, you quickly appeal and then what the appeal no kwa say whether there was an error of law or error.
Okay.
But you need to itemize and give grounds. And the couldn't officially say such judgment no a error on the face of the facts or face of the records, and not a error of law.
Okay.
So you have to justify.
I want you to. I want you to.
Maybe answer on. What's it or say, judge? You know. Honorable Agyapong were defaming. Now listen to what the judge said, and the who watches the watchman? Am I who say Anas or bribe?
Okay.
Who watches the watchman? Am I who say Anas or bribe? Who watches the watchman? Am I who say Anas or exchange goodies with Omo
or my bribe?
Oh, me kwa transe, me kwa dream home, me pay ways and means be you free move. If you give me this amount of money, 100,000, Sikabia ne koso, or any other say prosecutors, yes, I demand case here basa. And to someone honorable Agyapong e kan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a defamation. No. Good. When the judge was writing his statement, was it bribe taking is dishonest, fraudulent, okay, cheating, honorable kanye, extortion is honorable kanye, thieving, honorable kanye, blackmailing, honorable kanye, and the corrupt act, honorable kanye. Besides being illegal, no, plaintiff Anas and Aremeyaw, who has been established, or should the word established, established by the evidence. That is the who watches the watchman and others as having taken and given bribes could not have actually been defamed by those words.
So this
to compare the two yourself.
Good. This statement clarifies Yina Okan say enya no kreda say
Debi.
Judge no establishes say indeed Honorable Agyapong a defaming.
Debi.
So we throw outright based on what we just read.
It could not have actually be defamed by those words. And they say obia say also be defame wa. And Honorable say some okay a fair comment. Say a fair comment there that means and some kind no true and some kind no public interest and some kind no one opinion indeed your one opinion. And as justification just say true but you have to prove the facts.
Okay.
And facts in our can say obokro no why you say nipa without saying it was shown in the tape. Say one kasankasa no your friend say una wo hui. But the man here then say in the tape no na Anas Aremeyaw person kire judge ne say nipa no wo mu na nya wono. What I say? And you can see these inconsistencies. Oh enya but in defamation ade bi wo ha mbra hwe your friend in Nwando. In one na ya da me refi ni twi no say bia me one example obi a ma begina o me say so we call man FM a anwumre bia ya Monday any Wednesday akwara ya no betra TV no so or host some program bi no nanimu aye say why say ya me cast it in Nwando.
Okay.
But the Nwando is pointing to you.
You me, yes.
What I say is pointing to you say a flag bearer.
E bia na wa mommy din per se.
Yes, but through Nwando.
Good.
I don't know. Nwando na obi twa e ka kire me busa Nwando. Ye wo you say akutia.
See akutia bia enim ra. Good.
Enti through akutia na also who watches the one who say hwe na Anas the trabete ho na say the kasa ni bibia kire na just no. What you say? And then someone on about proving from all the evidence, it just say what ain't wo no honorable on defamation that. And then the defense or the buy any answer no. Fair comment, but I take it. Justification, I take it. And then also the mremu book mu kire will say I the so beba who defense I the so beba with privilege absolute privilege, qualified privilege, fair comment, justification, or consent. Some are press to say defame me, consent. Okay. So honorable use absolute fair comments and justification. And the judge in the share, Ninyamu prove Ninyamu, or say one defame. They are not say no, it is untrue.
Okay. Or see. Okay, so you have one my ati say enye no krese judge no ka say anas ojitum say honorable Agyapong a defame Anas.
Yes.
As he is put out here. Number 3, or say we find the decision patriotic way, or say we find the decision of the court an unfortunate travesty of justice. An unfortunate travesty of justice and very inimical to administration of justice and fairness. If for nothing at all, Mr. Agyapong made an allegation of murder against Mr. Anas. There is absolutely nothing contained in the said documentary which alludes to the commission of murder or an allegation of commission of murder by Mr. Anas. Thus, that documentary cannot provide any justification for an allegation of murder in the wildest imagination. Yet, the judge conveniently ignored this obvious fact and the fact that Mr. Anas is not a suspect for murder and is not under investigation for murder. Lawyer.
Very good. I will say, me catch you Darteh chua hupa. I say uko courta there were issues. Issues somebody call you na sa JB Dankwa issue no nenim.
Okay.
But nam say a bear muntinu say oh share how our court actual judgment. Say it be say of interest Ayana judge in a pass comment kakra and answer council bed draw judging attention to it. And that judge is judging in so muto on one dream or pass comment kakra. Now if you go to page 63 of the judgment.
Okay. Before you go to the page 63,
yes,
me person me bisa o lawyer say Anas say or finding the decision of the court an unfortunate travesty of justice. Do you agree with him?
That is his opinion. I disagree. Okay. Absolutely.
Okay, now page 63.
And vehemently opposed.
Okay, page 63.
Page 63. Also on the allegation that plaintiff Anas murdered former member of parliament.
Okay.
JB, also the way all can as if say judgment in an can one sem cry. On one dream no. And I'm saying that you're already interested bear muntino or can one sem cry.
Na no nim say ade we ba beto abontiana.
Yo, let me read it. What the judge said on that. Also on the allegation that plaintiff murdered former MP of member of parliament Joseph Wachi Dankwa is consulting with his wife and was responsible for the killing of some Chinese. Defendant explained under cross-examination that is Honorable Akompreko Agyapong under cross-examination that he says so because plaintiff Anas had alleged that he Honorable Akompreko killed his colleague Ahmed Swale.
Okay.
Anas ni allege say Honorable Akompreko akum and
okay, Ahmed Swale. No, Anas ni ejuma.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, and I say in defamation, you can say hypothetical person, obia an ordinary man on the street, a right-thinking person, and you use it because a year where your friend is objective test, and you know the right-thinking person's analysis, any idea. Now the hypothetical reader, obia na jumuda fire all kinds of idea way, will have read about the notorious case involving the murder of the former member of parliament, Mr. Wachi Dankwa, and would be aware of the trial of the suspects, which excludes the plaintiff. Case na ekosu court no. The trial of the suspect no anasika okay, so in the right thinking person,
that's good.
The allegation made by the defendant, that's an Honorable Akompreko Agyapong, could not therefore succeed in actually defaming the plaintiff. And the judge didn't ignore the fact that say Honorable say they say oh coach Honorable so Honorable ne ku okum ameswali no so ka say won so da okum ameswali that's the case here trial court na honorable nka suspect no ho na so nka suspect no ho
it doesn't
amount to anything.
Okay, good.
So the judgment addressed that particular point even though it wasn't part of the main listed issues of the case.
Okay, that's
and
good.
the court so we call court we bonu nko we bonu ke na say pleadings nyina ye wi a nko bodu nyina wi a na ya frem the lawyers mo trance na mo ahwe issues abo person court no or addressing or determine and also order on those issues and ka ho bi but nam say you mention it then what interest into no the judge in suomuto ono one three mo nani mo nyam no and
of Kennedy Agyapong mami fa hobium or say
yes.
This case traveled through the hands of 3 judges, with Justice Ban being the latest assigned to the case at the express instance of Kennedy Agyapong. Not just say, Assembly, Assembly 2018, no, afa judges miensa nsem. Na honorable and as a Justice Ban ya udis assembly no, ono ya de ne betena so because Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say or no or pese or tena so. That is what the statement means, if I'm right. Or say, throughout the trial, Mr. Agyapong displayed absolute disdain and disrespect of the court and the lawyers of Anas, but all attempts to cite him for contempt hit a dead end.
Minya,
Eja,
I me wonder. Yana Hamikakra say he doesn't understand the law.
Oh, say yes, you are a lawyer.
No, he doesn't understand the law.
No, una usha say no catch him say last Monday no catch him say he's a lawyer.
No.
So how do you tell me today say he doesn't understand the law?
There are 2 lawyers in the world. There are 2 lawyers in the world.
Which are
a lawyer or understanding the law and the practice.
sana opeso.
Yes. And a lawyer and so or a lawyer and a lawyer. Like I'm just a lawyer, I'm a real law school. But on call to them that and go to how say or Kwaku diamranti the practice in itself.
Okay.
In practice. In practice of law. Okay? An individual cannot influence the transfer of venue. Say case. Oko order 3 of the CR47. A chowa how I transfer you change of venue. And I transfer case, and I change the judge. It is the sole prerogative. I CJ, Chief Justice and the better change venue. Obey from Ashanti region to Northern region or Northern region to Western CJ.
Okay.
And I may change a judge. Now, before you can do that, and no, it's not by application, it's not by motion. It's by petition. You write a letter to the Chief Justice and you show cause, you give grounds. Why it's here? Opposite sa judge we no cry no. You change no. And I said the new judge ba. And that case you transfer. You show court to show court. Just say Obama reason say be oh ya who say judge na busuani any pay a defendant here na plenty fee. And now ya who say judge court here say no. There's likelihood of biasness. Just say you say and I say asem no obedi ma way because business be
yes.
or interest be and there's likelihood and to better command the Chief Justice you particularize list one after the other when you say my example say this and I'm saying you know all the prayer Chief Justice say and I'm say on person or see Travesty of justice o person pepeye any no kure dead into no o person judge yen on rescue himself on yin hu free asem no nemfa judge or ye independent emma bias biama no media asem so you write to the CJ
and I'm going to recuse himself
on yin hu free mu
okay
and the CJ will sit down and do investigation and find out the truth in what you are saying if indeed there will can and the likelihood of bias and beba miscarriage of justice as we do pepper ye emma na CJ na decide say my say me transfer case no and I may change justice no na the beginning sentence of Anas Aremeyaw in the group the buy no already omo dintro until omo dintro say case way and travel to the hands of 3 judges I didn't travel to the house they all started Eric Ban J we court of appeal CA already started the matter
Okay.
And he was transferred to Tema. When I started the matter.
Okay.
And they do let the be by.
Okay.
Let the crowd one commence the matter.
Okay.
And the mature come and say, and I'm saying assembly a mammoth.
Yes, mammoth case.
Because of the plaintiffs involved.
And
the nature of the issues.
Yeah.
And the public interest in it, you know. I think say the judge who started the case, you know, will be the right judge to finish the case.
Okay.
So they brought him back.
Okay.
I get 2 hands. So they brought him back because he sees a lot of information about this case. Otherwise, no judge has ever been where the new judge back case for so. It will be said de novo. I just started case afresh.
Okay.
And I said the more case Adruno. The lawyers, the 2 lawyers on both sides will meet and adapt the matter. Enti the announce no more cano enye enokre.
Okay.
Honorable Akompreku in no wise can influence the court.
Okay.
And you're making the decision.
Okay.
Not even the president.
All
Read
right.
our constitution. Not even the president or agent of the executive can
That's
influence the court.
That's
They are independent.
That's
But we adeki and come
Membre na yebe.
adeki to ebi.
Pacho 2 seconds.
2 seconds in say almost oba court do abeko. Oba court no na special prosecutor. Obi oye adwuma was special a lawyer oye adwuma special prosecutor. Ya are working for the state.
Edinechi.
Eddie can announce lawyers no ho.
Okay.
And he came there in what capacity?
Okay.
That's the question.
Well,
Obi oye adwuma by the state that you are working for a private organization. He came there in what capacity? That's the question. You didn't keep quiet and you were insulting the member of parliament.
Oh,
and you
okay.
expect him to be quiet
Okay.
while he's fighting for the truth?
Nyame adoma Edwada ye be say we be throw more light on this particular angle because me tie no for the first time. And uti odofo ahana ebrebema ye de ne discussion no asi me guest ne no dikan no ye nana Agyapong ye boa ye CEO edima student loan trust fund. And afeso me aminu abema Dr. Lawyer Charles Kwaku Amoh Darteh. Penifo Mesremo Embreno Obi Kajem they can't to extend the show to 10:30 for us. We are enjoying the show. Yeah, damasi but Ebreso na yedi ye ejuma. Me doctor Dr. Kofi Apia ofi eneso abebo ye chidom papa doc nyame ehira ya da wasese obo ye chidom. Na wa ope bre ehwe ye wa ope bre so send message amentumi ankan fa che me na mentumi ambie phone lines no nyame ya adoma Edwada ye be sha lawyer besan ba na ya di asem videos no de ewo ho bebre ewo ho a ye be yi ebidi a kirem ye ohini Kofi Safo me producer and afi so MCR Robert Bafofin Ejando ene Justice Afo me camera Kwesi Nancy ne George Sako de focus and me video editor Kobe Scratch and then me director of TV Kenneth Techi Agyapong penifo in the ball mechidom na me de ene dwumedie no ebremo musomfo